Well, that was interesting. I hope you enjoyed that action sequence. This was the first fort I built solely for protection against fast zombies, so I knew I needed two things. One, a fast car and a garage to store it, which I have right over there, and two, an elevator, so I could avoid their giant leaps. And that elevator would have to be able to go back down, so that I could avoid them climbing up via the wires on the elevator. Some basic storage right here, nothing special. Over here's the kitchen of the base with a table upon which I did a overeager autopsy of this unfortunate fast zombie. Didn't really go as planned. Yikes. And over here there's oven and so much food that you could survive any situation, even the one we're in now where we're surrounded by hordes of fast zombies. Dreadful situation, but we'll survive. Up on the second floor, weapons, don't really need to look at them, you know, basic stuff. Computer desk, you know, usual, not really much to look at. But this bed place is pretty nice. I especially like the art because I think just adding a few paintings ups the aesthetic value of any fort by so much. It's just so worthwhile. And then this scene over here is great. I like the several drunken bottles of beer and how they're posed within the scene. It works really well. That basically does it for this fort. Hope you enjoyed. like that action sequence. I thought it was pretty original. I don't know what you guys think, but I thought it was pretty good. What do you think of this cabin here? I don't really like it. So, let's see if we can find another one that's maybe a little better. See if we can walk outside here. There's a nice little lake over there. Should be a better cabin right there. Oh, how about that one over there? Yeah, let's go check out that one. I think that one might be a little better than that other cabin. We got a large wooden blast door. Not really effective for defending from blasts, but still, nice door. Right inside we've got a security console with a real-time camera with which we can close the door, watch as it closes, you know, watch outside while we're doing stuff, you know. Plenty of security hardware to make sure that nobody gets in that's not allowed in. Over here we have the meeting room. Over here, a bunch of supplies in the left side of the meeting room, and just a meeting table for, you know, any sort of office inquiries. On the right, we have the main TV of the house, very large screen, and a couch, you know, just a nice place to chill. Second biggest beverage area of the fort, and radio over there. Here's the kitchen. Got some stoves and stuff. Cabinets, store all the food you could possibly need. And then a bunch more food on this table for, you know, melons, drinks, anything you could possibly want. Nice little table to eat it at too. And this is my art gallery. Over here's my grandfather as a boy, my grandfather's family, a bunch of flowers, a bunch of oranges, some street, some savanna, some other street / canal, another street, some sort of river. Yeah, I know my art collection well, don't test me. As you can see, I'm a washer and dryer salesman, and I take my work home with me. Good thing I have these arrows to point myself through my stockroom where I'd never get out of here alive. Yeah, there's a lot of them. This is my bar. You can get basically any kind of beverage. That's why I said downstairs with the soda machines was only second place of beverages in the fort. And then this is the first dance floor I've ever built into a fort. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea, but I think it is.
'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky.
Alright, I don't want any bad comments about that. Obviously, it was a nice little joke, alright? In here we got the sleeping quarters with plenty of beds. You know, a host has to be prepared in case people come in. Also, people need a way out. A nice little back exit. Almost untraceable. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.